Here's your weekly update, and it's crazy. There's so much news I got for you. I was gonna try to make like a short reel with it, but I have too much information for you. So I think you're really gonna like this stuff. There's a lot of interesting mathematics and occurrences. I'll try to post some charts in the stories for you, so those of you that are super technical and want to see the charts and see the retracements and where we think things are going. I'll share some of that with you. So let's get going here. This is a live, but it'll actually do a replay for some of you that aren't watching at this very moment, you'll be able to enjoy this. And make sure you take note on this. So here we go. Cryptocurrency, stock market, real estate update. Fidelity and Blackrock, their ETFs are still in limbo right now with the SEC. We're going to see what happens there. But as soon as those get approved, all of crypto is only a little bit over $1 trillion right now. And those funds, some of them manage over $10 trillion in custodial assets internationally. That's crazy. So that means if just a small percentage of the money they manage gets deployed into crypto, it could make it huge. And as you guys know, Apple Computer, Amazon, these companies, they're like maybe a few $1 trillion like Apple. And so all of crypto is smaller than Apple Computer. It's crazy, right? So it could go up pretty fast if it happens. Now, we're coming up to this Fed rate hike meeting. Sentiment is they don't raise rates that much because inflation has dropped pretty well. So that would be interesting. I believe that they need to goose the market going into 2024. I was talking to my fund partner, Bridger, and there's some federal debt refinancing happening. So they're going to actually have to drop those rates into 24 to refinance a lot of our debt on a U.S. level. But also, the reigning regime will want to probably goose the market to get votes because it's a presidential election year going into next year. So that's kind of interesting. Keep referring to my notes over here. Housing supply, super slim right now, as you've seen, because a lot of people have their low mortgage rates, and a large percentage of Americans actually have their homes completely paid off. There's some crazy statistic. I think Bridger will share that on his, so I won't rain on his parade on that one. But pretty interesting how the inventory levels are low, and if they drop rates, that could cause demand to go up crazy for housing. Now, office, I've been talking to a lot of friends who run funds and office is a tough one for commercial real estate because there's a lot of people not wanting to go back to those offices. So I think you're going to see a lot of conversions and repurposing of those offices into maybe multifamily units and that. A lot of short-term money that was used to build a lot of these projects that you see right now is going to have to go to long-term financing, and their math may not work out because they were a lot of times when these projects started a couple of years ago, the math was thinking, okay, 3, 4, or 5% interest rates. And now for commercial loan rates, it's just astronomical. So we'll see what happens there. A lot of these developers are giving them back to banks, and then banks will sell them off. So I bet you big companies like BlackRock and these guys buy a lot of this stuff on the cheap. So that'll be interesting. Bitcoin, by the way, is 62% off its highs right now. So those of you who think that it's like really expensive, Bitcoin, the BlackRock CEO said that Bitcoin is like an asset class now. I mean, that's crazy. So when you have someone who controls trillions of dollars in assets say that means you have institutional interest in those things. Let's see. Many alt projects, as you know right now, altcoins, which are the smaller crypto projects, right? Some of those are still down 80-90%. So a lot of those are bargains, and they could drop a lot more. I won't tell you which ones to buy specifically, but if you look at CoinGecko, for example, really easy to use website or app, you can see kind of what the different market caps and the different ecosystems are in crypto as you're making your research. I dollar cost average into my favorite stocks in crypto. You know, it's hard, even as a fund manager, to call bottoms and call tops. And so we always have things called ladder buys in. So we have it set up so that we will buy at certain levels for certain tokens and ecosystems when they hit certain prices. We had a good amount of ladders hit. Actually, there was like a flash crash yesterday. So we made some interesting deployments. Not like mega heavy, but just to nibble into some of the bargains that were happening. I believe blockchain is like the early 2000s. A lot of people say crypto is so volatile and crazy and stuff. Did you guys know that Apple Computer on 9/29/2000 dropped 51.89% in one day? That's right, Apple stock dropped over 51% on one day in September 29th, 2000. Apple stock. And in the year 2000, Amazon stock dropped 80%. Now, if you think Bitcoin's volatile, I mean, look at some of these biggest stocks that a lot of us buy. It's crazy. People are, skeptical back then of Apple and Amazon, and people are skeptical about blockchain right now. But you know what? I think blockchain's going to be like, the internet is now, but even larger. Combine that and hybridize that with AI technology, and you've got some insane opportunity here. So right now, I wouldn't sleep. I think you're sitting this. I wouldn't dump all in. It's going to be choppy, I think, to the end of the year. The Bitcoin halving is coming up next year in April, and that's when the difficulty to mine Bitcoin doubles. And typically what happens is, and if you look at the timing right now, there's going to be some chop, but man, things start really historically rising up to that halving. And again, I'll share some charts for you as well. Now, if you found this video helpful, please comment, share, like. In fact, what I'll do is if you comment, share, like, I will pick one of you guys in the comments and send you something insane. That'll be totally you'll just be really happy with it, okay? So like a micro giveaway. You don't have to buy anything. Just comment, share, like. I don't charge anything for this. I just want to educate people on what's going on here. And as you guys know, I've given away some crazy stuff over the years on my page here. So again, I'm just more interested in educating the world on how these things work, so like you don't lose your butt, right? And one thing to consider is this, and with crypto, is never invest anything in it that like you aren't willing to lose. It's very important. I see a lot of people like go all in, mortgage their house, do crazy stuff to deploy into crypto, but that's not the way to go. Crypto is a risky asset, and I consider it like stocks. You can buy crypto like you would a stock position. It shouldn't be something that like, if it went to zero, you would be super sad about, you'd be sad, but not like long-term sad or financially devastated. Again, it should be that. Now, if you're getting massive adrenaline and like fear and stuff like that, you're probably investing too much in whatever you're investing in, okay? So that's important. Now, those of you that are accredited investors, we have a few positions open in our Ugly Unicorn fund. It's a crypto fund that Bridger Pennington and I run, and we've done really well and consistent to mitigate risk during this last year or so. So if you're interested in that, you can direct message me. We have a few positions open there, but you have to be accredited. It's just the government rules on that, right? So now, if you're a home gamer, you can watch these videos, do your research yourself. If you haven't opened up a brokerage account for stocks, I like Fidelity. They're really great. I used E-Trade a little bit, but Fidelity seems really user-friendly and nice, so I like that. So that's available as well. Let's see, what else? I think that's about it, If you guys have questions, I will do a Ask Me Anything type of post as well, and then you can ask away there, or you can ask in the comments. But if you comment, share, like here, I'll pick one of you and give you something insane in the comment, share, likes. All right, go share this video right now, and don't sit on the sidelines. Get educated and make some small moves at first, right? And as you build your confidence, you can make larger moves, all right? But again, do your own research, because this is not financial advice. I'm just sharing with you my personal experience. Appreciate you guys. Have a rocking day.